Good morning, everybody. Hello, Daily News. Three Bears, Aramis, good morning to you. Let's go, my beauties. The user with the heartbeat. Thank you, user. Don't forget to get your heartbeats in. Good morning, Travis. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you for the follow, Daily News. Appreciate you. Yes, we got our first Joker Ball. Who was that? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Who was that? Shelley Stringer. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Nicole Barbie. Thank you, Mike the Plumber. DJ Who with the follow. We are on, baby. I told you I'll be on every day for the most part. Every day we're here for you. Kay Braden, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. It's a new week. It is a new week in the markets. Let's go, let's go. Carlos Espanol, hello. Lawrence Trading, thank you. Bill, the believer. Who got that first Joker Ball? Let me see here. Shelley Stringer, Kay Braden, yes. Who got that other Joker Ball? Good morning, everybody. It is a new week in the markets. What have we done since last year to make our trading better? What have we done? Or are we just relying on hope? Are we crossing those fingers and praying to the big man up there again? Bill Boyle, yes. We are at 6.5. Share it out, repost it. Let's go. Adrian Ward, LJB, over there on the tubes. Our Instagram is starting to hum now. We're starting to hum like a well-oiled machine over there, too. Let's go, Rango Marquez. Yes, it is. Good morning, everyone. We're going to get this party started. My name is Voss. Been doing this a long time. I hope you all had a beautiful holiday, a happy new year. It's all over with, and now we're back to work. Are we ready to get back to work, everybody? Hopefully you worked hard during the days off, or nothing much is going to change for you in the market, that's for sure. All right, let's see what we got here, my beautiful traders. Miss Market, there she blows right into that 5-minute 200. We're in this narrow state. We're in position 2. We got to hold 684.50. 684.50. We got to hold and retest for a move up to 686.38. 686.38 will be your first level of resistance here. And then you have room up to 690. We're still waiting for that 690. We've been talking about that 690 for a little while now. Back under 681.91, we got room down to 680. That's your first level of support. 680, and then your second level of support will be 676. Mr. Dave with the $1.99. Thank you, Mr. Dave. KKJ Dobbins, good morning. We're going to head over to them cues. We're in a narrow state on the cues. We are in position 2 here to the upside this morning. We got our granddaddy of them all right there. We're running into currently on them Qs. So be careful to the upside, okay? Be careful. And we got a double bottom right there. So as we pull this back to our execution time frame, narrow position 2, you still got some more room up. You got room up to 620 here this morning. 620 on the Qs and then 621 on them Qs. Back under 616.81. Hold that with a retest. You have room back down to 615 this morning. 615, but under 612.50, 610 and 607. We're going to head over to MU with that rising 200. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside. We got the novice gap, 3-finger spread going here on MU this morning. I would not touch this anywhere to the upside. We are going to put your 50% retracement. Will put you at 320. 320 is your golden goose to the downside here on MU. A 320, my beautiful traders, but that 200's got to flatten out, so I'm going to leave this alone. Google. Good morning, my beautiful TikTokers. AAA with the follow. We are in, on Google, a narrow state. I'll be watching this at the open this morning. I will be watching this one. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Google. Let's put in our major support and resistance levels in. We got a major support level there, which I'm going to show you in a second. All right, on the goose, pull it back. To the downside, you must get under 313.96, under 314 here on Google. Under 3. We're not going to short into that 20 and 200. There's a 20 and 200 there at 314 and a whole number. Under 314 with a retest, you have room down to 310.50, okay? Right now, you are in position 1. You are in narrow state. It looks delicious. We got room up to 318. First stop on the Googaroonies, and then 323 to the upside here on the Gooksters. Watch out for that Google. Thank you. I appreciate that. He said my IWM levels are always spot on. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral bullish state. We're in the whip zone here on IWM. You are not going to touch anything to the upside on the IWM at the open. Leave that alone for now, all right? Leave it alone, my beauties. All right, here we go on IWM. See, we're in this neutral state right here. As we pull this back and show you the big picture, neutral right here. Anything to the upside will be weak. Above 249, you have room up to 250 to the upside. Now, down under 247.65, we have room down to 246. That'll be your first stop. And then 241.50. But we're not looking at anything short here, traders, at the open or long. We got to let this chop around. All right, this is definitely going to chop around at the open. We're only looking for shorts once we get back into this narrow state here. Okay? Once we get back into, whoop, I hit the black one. Back into this narrow state, then we can look for some shorts to the downside here on IWM. Microsoft, let's go. So far, we had a lot of new VIPers over the last week, and they all are commenting, I'm mind blown. I am mind blown with your education. They're mind blown, everybody. I told you. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Microsoft. All right, here we go as we pull it back to the execution time frame. Yes, it is. We are neutral in a whip zone. Above 474, you have room up to 477. 477 and then 481 on Microsoft to the upside. Under 471 hold number, you have room down to 464.50 and 4 59.50. Now, we pull this back here on Microsoft. You see your neutral state. You're in that bearish neutral state. So anything that tries to run to the upside, you have to wait on, okay? Thank you for the follow, Zen Method. Thank you. We got 6 more of the Joker Ball. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Daniela Yulina. Paulo. Thank you, Paulo. Meta. I just want to love somebody. We are in a narrow state on Meta. We are in the whip zone here on Meta this morning. A narrow state, and we are in the whip zone. Yes, it is. Narrow. All right, let's pull it back. Above 652.18, coming out of that narrow state. You got room up to 659 and 661 to the upside on Meta. You got to get under 648, get under this whole number here, okay? Under 648 whole number, then you have room down to 643. Thank you, the Kirby. Let's go. What else are we looking at, my beauties? I haven't heard, no one said Tesla yet. Nobody said Tesla. We're in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the upside here on Tesla. All right, Tesla Rooney, pull it back. Bearish neutral state. We are in a bullish position 2. Bearish neutral state, bullish position 2. What are we not doing? You hear this open. What are we not doing, traders? We're not going long, not yet. You got to wait for your 20 to catch up. Then you got room up to 450.40 and 459 over there on Tesla. Under 437.44. Watch your whole numbers as you come down the board, but you got room down to 419 on Tesla. QUBT. The old penny. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on the old penny stock. Let's pull this mother back. You're running into that pivot right there. Whoop. We're going to mark that out. Bam. All right, quantum computing. Neutral state. You're already in a neutral state. You ain't going to be going much higher. 1117 and 1150 area. Then you're in a wide state. Then the party's over on us. I wouldn't touch this. No bueno. Joe Bob, Dad. Jules Swims, thank you. I appreciate you. PLTR, we got more Joker bars. Let's get them off the board. Let's go. We got 4 more Joker balls. Thank you, Dad Bod. Appreciate you. PLTR, Houston. Yes, we got a problem. We are in a bearish neutral state. We are in a bullish position 2 to the upside currently here on PLTR as we're running into that pivot. 174, we're going to mark out of here. Hold number pivot on PLTR. Let's get the downside here. Come with me now. Come with me now. Come with me now. Come with me now. Don't go long on PLTR. Don't go long on PLTR. Right here, 174, you got your first pivot, bearish neutral state, bullish position. And then 176.50 will be your next stop here on PLTR. Wait till you get narrow. Now, to the downside on PLTR, we got a lot of support. 166, 165, and 163.42. A lot of support underneath you. So we're going to whip around here at the open for a little bit until we get narrow. Then you can look for your longs to the upside. So far, don't trade PLT. R. Mr. Dave, Dad Bod, Jules, Zen Method. PLTR, we are starting to get into that wide state here on PLTR. Let's mark all of these out. PLTR currently, we are in a wide state. You got room up to $28 right here, $27.71, $28 on PLTR. But as we pull this back, my traders, look at that wide state. You are looking nothing to the upside on SoFi. You can't. You're wide. Party's over. What you can do is look under this pivot base right here for a short, under 27.28. NVIDIA, let's go. But it gapped up, Voss. But it's gapping up. Okay. Good luck. Don't say I didn't warn you. We're starting to get a little wide here on NVIDIA to the downside. We are in position 2 to the upside on the vids. Let's see what we got. She wants to go to hit that double top of 193 up there. Oh, Miss Vidya. Oh, Miss Vidya. Let's see what we got. Look at the state. We are in a major bearish state. We are in a major bullish state. Which way at the open you think we're going? This is your gap up currently, my beauties. That is your gap up. That is your state. You're going to need this sucker right here. 190. 190 above 190 for longs, under 190 for shorts, but don't go long at the open. You also got that double deuce up there at 193. Mark that down. 193. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. Watch that over there, all right? Look at the state. Don't get fooled by the gap. Do not get fooled by the gap, my traders. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning over there on the IG. Starting. Good morning. Good morning, starting over there on the grams. I got to look this way too now. What else are we looking at? Apple. Apple, what state are we in? We are in a neutral state here on Apple. Whip zones are in place. Neutral state, position 1 to the downside here on Apple. As we start marking out our major support and resistance levels here on Apple, remember the VIP is open. The Voss Trading Education VIP community is open, accepting new students. You are going to head over to thevosstrading.com. That's where you're going to go. Links are in the bio, IG, YT, and TikTok. Just click the link in those bios. That'll get you over to the VIP sign up. Thevosstrading.com is where you're going to go. All right, Apple, we are in position 1, neutral. You got room down to 269. That'll be your first stop here on Apple. I almost said IG. Under 269 with a retest, you have room down to 267 here on Apple. Back over 271.20, you got room up to 272 and 273. Watch your neutral state. Watch your neutral state. Baba, let's do it. All right, Baba Rudies, we got a problem here on Baba. What is it? What is it, my TikTokers? We got a problem. Houston, look at that 200. Wham, 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 wham. We don't want to go long. This 200 needs to flatten out a little bit, all right? Or you're just going to get chopped. Whoa, we woke you up. All right, here we go. Baba, neutral, whip zone, currently on the Babaroonies as we mark out these major support and resistance levels for you. All right, let's pull it back, my traders. Are we ready? Neutral, under 154.98 on Baba. You got room down to 154, then 152 on Baba. Anything to the upside, I need you to be skeptical until this flattens out or until you get narrow again. Above 157, you'll have room up to 161. Let's go, Google for Tiana Monet. Yeah, I got Google on watch here. I'm watching this sucker. I'm going to give you a freebie. Alert, alert, out on Google. We got room up to 318. First stop, narrow state here on Google. Above 318, over. Retest, we have room up to 323 on the Googaroonies. To the downside for some shorts, you got to get under 313.96, my traders. You got to get under 313.96, and we got room down to 310.50. Let's hammer those roses. Let's pull them up. Sorry, I was late on it. My apologies. Go get you some roses. Thank you, Bill Boyle, Stevie B, Jay Gilbert. I appreciate that. Sheer Turtle and Pooty. And, of course, Mr. Dave, CELH, a little Celsius. All right, on Celsius, as we pull this back, you got the same problem here. You got that 200. Look at that thing. Look at that thing to the upside here on Celsius. We are currently in the whip zone here on Celsius in a neutral state. As we pull this back and we start mapping out our support and resistance. All right, Celsius, neutral, whip zone. Watch that 200. Above 48.55. Above 48.55, we got room up to $57. You're going to watch your hold numbers up the board as we go up to that $57, but I don't think we're heading in that direction. Under 47.47, you have room down to 46.62. That'll be your first stop, and then $46 here on CELH. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Michael, Mariette, and the skipper, too. Over there on the tubes, over here on the talk. Well, we got to do a tap blitz. We're only at 53,000. Let's go. Tap. 5-minute tap blitz. Go. We can do Chevron once we are done tapping. Let's go, my beauties. Let's go, Miss Market. Everybody, Chevron, I'm looking at all the oil stuff today because of what happened. I'm going to trade the news and lose. The more you trade the news, the more you lose. Remember that. We are in a neutral state, narrow state here on Miss Market. You're in position 2. 686.38 here on the SPY, and then 690 on the SPY to the upside. Under 681.91, you have room down to 680 on Miss Market. Make sure we're tapping. Make sure we're tapping. Doing what you're doing. Got to pull this back for you. All right, let's do it. Chevron, you are in a neutral state with that 200. Don't get fooled and go for longs. Don't get fooled and go not with this gap up. Under 164.66 with a retest, party's over. 159. You'll be coming back to 159. You got room up to 169. Do not chase this to the upside, please. Please, 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 please. Do not trade the news. You're going to lose. Don't trade the news. You're going to lose. Oracle. How many accounts you think are blown today? Take a guess. What percentage of accounts today for novice traders are blown today? Put it in the chat. You're welcome, aggressively patient. Welcome. 80%? Sounds about right. We're in a narrow state on Oracle. We got this big gap up on Oracle. We are in position 3 to the upside, narrow. You still got some room to push up. $200.35. $200.35 to the upside. And then 202 on Oracle is your next level of resistance. Back under 198.50 with a retest. You're coming back down to 196. 202 anymore. The believer, AMD, yes. Let me mark this out. Sleep with one eye open. Sleep in a pillow tight. AMD, yes, it is neutral state here on AMD. What am I not doing at the open on AMD to the upside here? What am I not doing at the open, everybody? I'm not going long. What are the plays today, gamer? This isn't football. The plays. What are the plays today? We're going to do a Hail Mary pass. All right. We're thinking about the Hail Mary pass. We're thinking about handing the ball off a few times. You know, maybe a little option play. See what I did there, everybody? Maybe a little option play. That's about it. All right, here we go on AMD. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. And you got room up to 240.39. Hello, KO. 240.39. First stop. Above 240.39 with a retest, a 249 to the upside. Now we are going to draw our 50% retracement level in. Boom. 227 is your 50%. 227. Mark that down. Bum, 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 bum. Robin Hood. Look at all the lemmings in here. Chevron. I'm going to chase it to the upside and lose because I have no idea what state or position that stock is in right now. But let them live and learn. The old gambler. All right, here we go. Robin Hood. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. You got room up to 118. 118 here on a Robin Hood in that neutral state. Above 118, retested 122 here on Robin Hood. Back under 113.99, you have room down to 110.50. 110.50 and then 102.50 on Robin Hood. Let's go. We got to hammer them roses. Let's go. Wait a minute. Yes, hammer them because we got to do the money gun. Marianne with the money gun. Thank you, Marianne. And of course, the skipper too. Good morning, Stephen Mason. Thank you. And Q. We're off to never lay on. By the way, you guys wanted to see the levels from the other day. NQ. Wham! 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 Yes, it is! But I'm going to chase Chevron today, man. I'm going to chase Chevron. Oh, my God, I'm going to chase it. Try to get rich quick. But what really is going to happen is I'm going to be broke even faster. Chase Chevron, man. All right, here we go. NQ. We are in a narrow state on NQ above 25, 457.50. You got room up to 25, 538. That'll be your first stop. And then 25, 697 here on NQ. Back under 25, 361.50. You got room down to 25, 270. MSTR. Oh boy. All right, let's mark this out as we come back down the board. Bam. And that is how you get real levels, my beauties. MSTR, we are narrow. We are in position 2 to the upside. Narrow position 2 on MSTR. You got support here at 163.50. This is a support level. Narrow state, you got room up to 171 here on MSTR, okay? Back under 163.52, watch your 50% retracement level, 161, and then you're coming back down to 158. John McGarvey, Suzette, hello. The Qs. The Qs, you are narrow, position 2, you got room up to 620. 620 will be your first stop here on dem Qs, okay? 620. Back under 616.81, you're coming back down to 615, 612.50, and 610 on them Qs. Yes, sir, the VIP is open. We are accepting new students. We will teach you how to trade properly. We will get you from losing to winning, hopefully. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com. That is how you get into the VIP. We have a VIP live training tomorrow night by me at 7 p.m. Eastern time as well for all our VIP members. NVIDIA. And I heard you were a wild one. What state are we in on NVIDIA? We are in a neutral state. Bearish. We are in position 2 to the upside currently on NVIDIA. You got room up to 193 here on NVIDIA. Watch that pullback. 191 is your 50% retracement level. So as we mark this in for all of you, 191, above 191, you can look for some longs to the upside with proper events and setups. Under 191, you're going to look for some shorts with proper events and setups. Remember, as always, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. We are in a neutral state, position 2 on IWM. 250.31 is your first stop, and then 253 on IWM. IWM, watch that neutral state. Back under 247.65. You're coming back to 246. Hey, I heard you were a wild one. NBIS. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 here on NBIS. Hey, I heard you were a wild one. All right, here we go. NBIS. Neutral, position 2. You got room up to $96. $96 on NBIS. Above 96, retest it. You got room up to 102 on NBIS. John McGarvey with the money gun. John, thank you, my friend. Under 89.45, you got room down to 88.44 and $87 on NBIS. Reddit. We haven't had this one in a while. What happened to Reddit? Came back to the 20. Very nice. Very nice. But right now you are in a bullish neutral state with a bullish position 2 here on Reddit. All right, we are in a neutral state on Reddit. We are in position 2. You got support here at 246. You got room up to 253 on Reddit. Under 246 by traders with a retest, you have room down to 243 and then 237 here on Reddit. XRP to the moon. XRP, boy, what has happened to XRP? Under the daily Zeus, and look out, woof! Damn, Sam! Damn, Sam! XRP taking a beating. All right, let's see what we got here. I thought this was the next best thing. What happened? What happened here on XRP? Huh? You are in a bearish neutral state on XRP above 215.16. You got room up to 217, a hold number. 217 here on XRP. Back under 211, you got room down to 210 on XRP. Of course, watch the state of your stock. You're starting to get wide to the downside. You can look for some long plays to the upside. List with the follow. Yes, it is. Michael Hart. Thank you, my Michael. Shelley Stringer. Thank you, Amazon. Ooh. Don't be blinded by the lights today. Chevron Voss. And then they DM you that I don't see. I don't check any DMs. I don't have access to any DMs. They are turned off. Voss! Oh my God! What happened? I trained Chevron, man. I thought I was going to the moon. I thought we were going to the moon. And what happened? I lost everything, Voss. Neutral bearish state here on Amazon. You got room up to 229 and 230 on Amazon. Above 230 with a retest, you have room up to 232 on Amazon to the upside. Now, under 226, you got room down to 225. Double bottom right here. Double deuce to the downside on Amazon. 225. Mark that down. Desiree wants a good old Miss Market. Yes. Who is Miss Market, everybody? Who is she? Put them in the chat. Who is Miss Market? She's the spy. And what does she do? Thank you, Zen Method. Hector Isaias, Rev, Bill Boyle, Shelley, Michael Hart. Thank you for the confetti. She runs the show on all markets, on all instruments. Miss Market runs the show. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2. You got room up to 686.40. 686.40. Above that, retest it. Traders, what we are not going to do, oh my God, Voss said above 686.38, I'm in. No, you must retest this beautiful thing right here. Boom, retest it. Then you can take a long up to 690 on Miss Market, okay? If you could hold this 686.38 with an event, you got room back down to 684.50, 684 hold number, and 682. Thank you, Geopolis says Voss is the people's champ. I love you. All of you are the people's champ. I love you guys. We want you to win. Let's go. We got to win. Silver. SLV, we are narrow. Remember, silver was the next big thing? Holy moly. Holy moly, remember we were going to the moon? No. That damn moon again, everybody. You guys love that moon. You never reach it, though. You never reach the moon, so why do you keep trying? All right, SLV, you are in a narrow state. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We are in position 3. That is our move to the upside. In the narrow state, you got room up to $71.50. $71.50 and $72 is your golden goose in this position 3. Your 50% retracement level currently will be $67.50. Mark that down. $67.50 is your 50% retracement level. If you make it up to $71.39 area, $69 will be your 50% retracement level. What does that mean? Above $69, you can go for longs with proper events and setups. Under 69, you're coming back for shorts. Vega Vega! Let's go, Google! Hold on, everybody. And then we're going to do the Google-roonies. I got Google on watch here. I'm watching this little guy. All right, we're going to test you all out. Are we ready? Who's going to be the hero? We got one galaxy. Who's going to be the hero? Zen Method with the money gun. Zen Method. John McGarvey with the galaxy. Zen with the money gun. Michael Hart with another galaxy. Holy moly. I love you guys. Holy moly, Batman. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. That really helps the ALGO tremendously. Tremendously. Thank you. Christopher, Michael Hart, Zen, John. Look at all that. Holy moly, Batman. You guys are crazy. TSM, let's go. Taiwan Semiconductor. I don't make sure that doesn't come up again. Hold on. All right, good. All right, we are in a neutral state. Look at this thing. Look at it. Woo, 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 woo. Not touching it. And a gap up. The novice gap. We got the novice gap. Look, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, whoop. Not touching it long. Please do not look at this to the upside, my beauties. Oh, Miss Market, why are you doing it to these beautiful people? Why are you going to do it to them? 325 is your 50% retracement level. You need to pull back on this to get that 200 straightened out again. All right, 325. Then you can look for longs. Under 325, you're looking for shorts, okay? Miss Market, don't do it to them. I demand you, Miss Market. Do not hurt these people. We should send the wizard after him. Google. All right, Google, I am watching here. We are in a narrow state on the Google Rudies. It looks delicious. This is my alert for you today, my freebie. Narrow state, position 2. We got room up to 318. First stop here on the Google-licious. Above 318, and we retest 318. We got room up to 323 on Google. Will it go up? We have no idea. All I know is if it comes back down and we get under 313.96 with a retest, I'm taking that down to 310.50. Watch out for the Google Rudies. Daddy like GLD. GLD to the moon. Let's see what we got here. We are in a narrow state on GLD. All right, GLD, we are narrow. All right, GLD, currently you are in position 3 in a narrow state. When we are in narrow states and in position 3s, you can still look to go in that direction, okay? One leg. You got support here, the 15-minute 200. This is a brick wall right here. Could be a slingshot. 404, 405, okay? You'll have room up to 414 and 418.59, 419 area here on GLD. Now, back under 404.71, this will now be resistance. You're coming back to 402 and then 398 on GLD. You ain't getting levels like this anywhere else, folks. Not going to happen. They're going to say, as long as you stay over VWAP, you're okay. As long as you stay over VWAP. JPM, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on JPM. Nice and tight on that 15. Bam, and whoop. Over VWAP, man. As long as we stay over VWAP, man. All right, here we are, neutral, whip zone, above 326. Over the whole number, we got room up to 327 and 328. 327 and 328. Under 323.36, you have room down to 321 and 320 here on JPM. Yes. Bump, 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 bump. I just pinned. Go get him. Go get him. Meta. Let's see. What do we got here on Meta? We are in a narrow state on Meta above 652.18. We got room up to 659 and then 661.40. Under 648, you have room down to 643 on Meta. AVGO. There's going to be a lot of accounts that get blown up today. Oh my God. Miss Market, don't do it to them. Miss Market, leave the novices alone. They just want to play. Leave them alone, Miss Market. We are in a here's another one. Bearish neutral state, position 2. Oh boy. You got room up to 360.44 and 365.50. All right. Back under 345.63, you got room down to 337. Watch the state, watch the position. What state are we in? What position are we in? Miss Market doesn't care about them. I agree. But I care about them. What are we doing here, folks? Neutral. Correct. We're in a bearish neutral state, and we're in a bullish position too. Don't go long at the open. Don't do it. Brian Matt with the follow. Tesla, bearish neutral, bullish position 2. 450.40 and 459 to the upside here this morning. Back under 437.44. You got room down to 418.50 and 411. Let's go. Let's go to the moon. You're welcome, Rosie. You welcome, Rosie. Are we in silver or did I miss a good entry? Who asked that question? TBZ, you tell me. You tell me, TBZ. Is it a good entry? Oracle. Oracle, narrow, position 2. You got room up to $200. $200 and then 202 here on Oracle. Watch $200. That is a major resistance area. Major resistance area. Back under 198.49 with a retest. You're coming back to 196. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. TBZ, you got to get in that VIP. The VIPers will show you how if you are not already. Apple. What's up, Gladgar? Gladgar is here. Get your roll of paper towels, everybody. Gladgar is here. Yes. We are in a bearish neutral state. We are in the whip zone. Above 271, you got room up to 272 and then 273. Above 273 with a retest, you have room up to 275.50 here on Apple. Under 270, Gladgar, you have room down to 269. PK's been in Thailand. How was it? How was it? Hims and hers. Pete, I was going to say something that would have made you laugh your butt off, but I don't think I could say it on here. I'm still debating it. What do you guys think? Should I say it? Oh, Pete, should I say it? All right, I'll say it. Pete, you were in Thailand for a long time, my brother. Hopefully in about 20 years, you don't have this on your front door. Are you my daddy? Oh, go get him, Pete. Go get him, Pete. Let's go. We are Hims and Hers, neutral state. You got room up to $34 on Hims and Hers. $34. Above that with a retest, you have room up to $36. $36. Back under $33, you got room down to $32 here on Hims and Hers. I mean, what are the odds of this? We're talking about that, and we have Hims and Hers up. Wife always says, if you have to ask if it's okay, it probably isn't. Oh, I love it. Pete, leave Chevron alone, brother. Save your money. Don't lose it. You're going to need it in 20 years. Remember that. All right? Sing the blues. Chevron, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, Pete. No. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Remember, if you think it's easy money, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. And we need it, Pete. Pete, we need it. Let's finish off those roses, my beautiful traders. Joel, thank you, Joel. The Qs. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2. You got room on them Qs up to 619.57. And then, as I said before, 623. I forgot to mark that. 623 to the upside on the Qs, okay? Back under 616.81. You have room down to 614.66. Also, with an event to the downside, whoop, you have room down to 617. Go get him, Pete. Everyone put in W's in the chat for Pete. W's in the chat for Pete. Let's go. MU. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. Don't look anything long on this. 50% retracement level currently is 320. 320 on MU. QCOM for John McGarvey, my boy. Johnny Boy McGarvey. What goes up will come down. We are in the narrow state on QCOM. We are in position 3 here on QCOM. Let's see what we got, John. Let's see what we got, my brother. We got a triple top up there at 183.50, okay? Narrow state, you got room up to 178.50 and then 179, Mr. McGarvey. That is your first stop on QCOM. Currently, right now, your 50% retracement level is 175, Mr. McGarvey. 175. Under 172.80, you have room back down to 171. Me in Thailand. What were you there for? Business? We are at 146,000 taps. Can we get to 205 minutes? Go! Netflix. PD boy. What do you think Pete was there for? Huh? What do you guys think Pete was there for? We're in a neutral state, narrow state. We're in the whip zone, visiting the kids. Yes, K. Braden. That was a good one, K. Braden. You never know what's going to happen on these lives. You never know. Visiting the kids. That was a good one. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on Netflix. Above $91.50, you have room up to $92 and $93 on Netflix. Under $90.81, you have room down to $88.74, $89. Child support lawsuit. Oh, roll call. Let's go give him hell, Pete. Finish off those roses, my beauties. User, Michael Hart. Shelley, Stringer, Bill Boyle, Jarrow, Dadbod, Zen Method again. Thank you so much, Bill Boyle. Let me catch up here. Oh, John McGarvey, adorable dad, Dadbod, Gupri. Only Dan in the UK. Rev. Thank you so much, Rev. Pop. Marcus. I appreciate you. Jessica Pilach. Alex Onyx. Let's go, baby. Zen Method. Rev. Sheer Turtle. Marianne. And the Skipper, too. Suzette. Thank you so much. Holy beautiful. Look at all of these people. Paolo. Daniela. Yulina. Nove Dad, Joe Bob, Mr. Dave, Pootie, Sheer Turtle, J.L. Haba, Stevie B, Jay Gilbert, The Shack, Sadaka, the beautiful Michelle, Felipe Guzman, Lawrence Trading, there's Marianne, Pimp J, Pimp J, you better get a hold of Pete here. Striker, Big Salam, Sue Felicia, Rango Marquez, K. Braden, Marcus. I think we got everybody. Rev, Christopher Miller. Thank you for all those donations. Keith Decatur with the $10 super chat. Let's go. It's a new week. I love you all so much. We will be back on tomorrow. All new VIPers will get you tagged up here shortly. VIP live training tomorrow night. Let's go. It's a new year. Come on. All kidding aside, don't make this year like last year. Start learning how to trade. Thank you for all the donations. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today that needs it, okay? Pay it forward. Don't be mean. Be nice. Let's go. We'll see you tomorrow. VIP, we'll see you in the chat here in 2 minutes. Love ya. Let's go to the moon. Thank you, Zen Method.